number of civilian casualties, resulting from Israeli strikes on northern Gaza. The criticism came from a spokesperson for UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres, as reports indicated that at least 10 people were killed by Israeli artillery at a food distribution center in the Jabalia refugee camp. The UN Relief and Works Agency for Palestine Refugees, UNRWA, said that shells struck inside and outside the distribution center on Monday morning, where people had gathered to receive food aid. Israeli tanks and troops have continued ground operations in northern Gaza, and the military is reviewing the incident, maintaining that it targets only terror organizations. The military offensive has reportedly claimed hundreds of lives over the past 9 days, with efforts focused on rooting out Hamas fighters. The UN reported that over 50,000 people had fled Jabalia, but many remain trapped in their homes as bombardment and ground fighting intensify. UN spokesperson Stéphane Dujarric reiterated that civilians must be protected, condemning the large number of casualties and displacement of Palestinian civilians. The ongoing strikes have forced the shutdown of essential services, including water wells, bakeries, medical facilities, and shelters, worsening the humanitarian situation in the area. Aid delivery remains severely restricted, with border crossings closed since the 1st of October. Although the Israeli military reported allowing a convoy of 30 aid trucks into southern Gaza on Sunday, aid agencies are urging for greater access, especially to northern areas. U.S. President Joe Biden has also urged Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu to restore access for humanitarian aid. Israeli forces have advised residents in northern Gaza, including Jabalia, to evacuate to the southern, humanitarian area. However, many of the estimated 400,000 residents remain reluctant to leave, fearing they will not be allowed to return. Israel denies implementing a plan to permanently empty northern Gaza of civilians. Elsewhere, Israeli airstrikes targeted a displaced persons camp near Al-Aqsa Martyrs Hospital in Deir al-Balah, reportedly killing 4 people. The Israeli military said the strike aimed at a Hamas command center, adding that measures were taken to minimize civilian casualties. The ongoing conflict has severely impacted humanitarian efforts, including a polio vaccination campaign organized by the World Health Organization, WHO, and UNICEF. Strikes damaged a school serving as a vaccination site, and UN officials are pressing for temporary pauses in fighting to facilitate the vaccination of 590,000 children under the age of 10 in Gaza. Israel's military campaign was launched in response to a Hamas attack on southern Israel on the 7th of October 2023, which killed around 1,200 people and saw 251 taken hostage. Since then, over 42,280 people have been killed in Gaza, according to the territory's Hamas-run health ministry.